In the glamorous world of Golden Age Hollywood, beauty, fame, and elegance shined brighter than the California sun. But behind the polished smiles and shimmering lights, there lived stories far darker than the public ever saw. Stories shaped by pressure, addiction, and a deadly habit normalized by the industry itself. This is the haunting tale of 10 legendary Hollywood icons who lost their lives to lung cancer, a disease fueled by a culture where smoking wasn't just common, it was marketed as glamorous. Today, we're stepping back into Hollywood's golden era to uncover the tragedies behind the stars who defined cinema and the silent killer that claimed them. Number 1. Humphrey Bogart, the king of classic cool. When you think of the Golden Age, you think of Humphrey Bogart, cool, iconic, and unforgettable. From Casablanca to the Maltese Falcon, his tough guy persona shaped an entire generation of cinema. But few knew that Bogart smoked up to 40 cigarettes a day. It was part of his image, part of the Hollywood lifestyle, and eventually, it became the reason behind his death. In 1957, at just 57 years old, Bogart passed away from esophageal and lung cancer, leaving behind a legacy cemented in film history and a heartbreaking reminder of Hollywood's toxic norms. Number 2. Clark Gable, the king of Hollywood. He was charming, bold, larger than life. Clark Gable wasn't just a star, he was the star. But even kings fall. Gable was known to smoke several packs a day, often seen with a cigarette between scenes, interviews, and even during rehearsals. In 1960, lung-related complications contributed heavily to his declining health, ultimately leading to his death shortly after filming The Misfits. A tragic end for a man who once ruled Hollywood. Number 3. Yul Brynner, the man who warned the world. Strong, commanding, instantly recognizable with his shaved head, Yul Brynner was the definition of screen presence. But behind that powerful persona was a man fighting a deadly addiction. A heavy smoker since childhood, Brynner was diagnosed with lung cancer in the 1980s. Before he died, he recorded a powerful anti-smoking message. Whatever you do, just don't smoke. It aired after his death in 1985, becoming one of the most haunting legacies a Hollywood star ever left behind. Number 4. Gary Cooper, Hollywood's quiet hero. He was tall, soft-spoken, and effortlessly heroic. Gary Cooper lit up the screen with roles in High Noon and Sergeant York. But behind that modest charm was a man who battled years of smoking addiction. In 1961, lung cancer claimed him at the age of 60, cutting short a career that could have continued for decades. Number 5. Edward G. Robinson, the gangster icon. Few actors define the gangster era like Edward G. Robinson. His rough voice, sharp eyes, and commanding presence made him unforgettable. But his trademark voice wasn't natural. It was shaped by years of chronic smoking. In 1973, Robinson died from lung cancer, leaving behind a film legacy spanning more than 100 movies. Number 6. Steve McQueen, the king of cool, Golden Age's last rebel. Steve McQueen wasn't just a star, he was an attitude, a cultural force, a rebel. But as cool as he was, his lifestyle came with a cost. McQueen smoked heavily for decades, and lung cancer eventually took his life in 1980. He was only 50, a shocking loss that shook Hollywood. Number 7. Walt Disney, the man behind the magic. He wasn't an on-screen actor, but he was the most influential figure in entertainment. Walt Disney smoked constantly, rarely photographed without a cigarette. In 1966, lung cancer ended his life far too early, at just 65 years old. The man who brought joy to millions died from one of the world's deadliest habits. Number 8. John Wayne, the Western legend. John Wayne was the face of American cinema, strong, patriotic, unstoppable. But the man who played fearless cowboys had his own invisible enemy. He smoked more than 5 packs a day. His lung cancer diagnosis came in 1964, and though he initially survived, the damage never fully healed. His eventual death in 1979 was deeply connected to decades of smoking. Number 9. Peter Sellers, the comedic genius. The world loved him for his brilliance in the Pink Panther series, but Peter Sellers lived a troubled life behind the camera. Smoking was just one of the many habits that took a toll on his lungs and heart. He died in 1980 from heart complications associated with long-term smoking and lung damage, leaving behind a legacy of humor and heartbreak. Number 10. Spencer Tracy, the actor's actor. Spencer Tracy was considered one of the greatest actors to ever live. But with greatness came a lifetime of stress and chain smoking. Lung cancer and heart disease eventually took him in 1967 at the age of 67. A tragic end for a man whose performances shaped the very foundation of Hollywood acting. The golden age of Hollywood left us with masterpieces, legends, and timeless icons. But it also left behind a trail of tragedies, many caused by a deadly habit the industry glamorized for decades. These 10 stars shined brighter than most, and their stories remain a reminder. Fame can't protect you from the dangers hidden behind the spotlight. As we remember them, their work lives forever, long after the smoke has cleared.